Your local election headquarters, and we are finishing up this morning with our Pancakes and Politics talk with Congressman French Hill.
Yeah, all right. The congressman looking for his third term in the U.S. House of Representatives. I guess first thing, Congressman, why did you want to do this yet again?
Well, I love public service. This is my third tour of duty, leaving the private sector and going into public service. I believe in public service. I think all of us should give back. So at this stage of my life, this is what I want to do, was go serve in the people's house. And I love the work. I love helping veterans. I love working on economic development projects here in Arkansas. And I love trying to change policies nationally to move our country forward.
If reelected again, what would you like to focus on? What are some of your biggest goals?
Well, we made some progress in this Congress on making the Veterans Administration more accountable and giving better service to veterans. But I think there's more we can do on the health care side and the disability side for veterans. This is not about how much money we spend, it's about the service we deliver. I've got 4 wounded warriors who are on my staff, out of a staff, of about 18 total, that do nothing but veterans work here. So that tells you, I think, the customer service aspect is broken, and we can do more, and I think Congress has a leadership role there.
All right, this race has gotten extremely intense, if you will, from ads, lots of ads, back and forth. We've had Washington, D.C. here. We've had, folks who are actresses and actors here. Where do you see this race right now, how it's running, and how do you feel you differ from your opponent?
Well, I'm for smaller government, lower taxes, lower regulatory burden, shifting power from Washington back to the states. I believe in that issue that the political activity closest to the people is better. And my opponent is for higher taxes and bigger government. That's his record in the state legislature here. So I think I'm the better candidate if you want a smaller federal government and lower taxes. Plus, I think my experience, 35 years of experience in business, make me better prepared to deal with issues about the economy. And I'm proud of my record in foreign policy work in the House on sanctions against Iran, sanctions against North Korea, Russia, and helping our Christian communities abroad be treated with respect, like in Egypt, where I've led the effort for Christians in Egypt to be treated with tolerance.
Less than a week away from Election Day, what's the one message that you'd like to stress to voters today who are undecided?
Well, if you look back over the past 2 years, I'd say the American people are better off than they were 2 years ago. The economy's better off. We have more jobs, more Arkansans working, the lowest unemployment since Richard Nixon was president. So number one, I think the economy is better off and our families are better off. I think our national security situation is better off with the work of the Congress and the administration on more safe approach to what we're doing in North Korea, getting out of the bad Iran deal, building relations to have a stronger NATO in Europe. So I think our country's better off, and that's the message I'd ask the voters. Don't you think we're better off than we were 2 years ago, economically and from a national security point of view?
Let's go to those ads for just one second, if you will, Congressman. We have seen from your opponent, he's tackling health care. You're talking about, the possibility of gangs coming into Arkansas. In that ad, do you really believe that those gangs are on their way here to the natural state?
Well, I think MS-13 is active in the natural state. It's not a prospective thing. MS-13 gangs, which are a murder, torture group, I think should be a terror organization. I think the U.S. government should eradicate them in the U.S. and where they appear in Central America. So it's not a question that they might come to Arkansas. MS-13 has been found in Arkansas, and it's, of course, very active, famously, up on the East Coast. But we interdicted enough fentanyl last year on the southwest border alone to kill 150 million Americans. 150, half the population dead from fentanyl, and we've interdicted that on the southwest border. We need a strong southwest border security plan, and we need to fix our broken immigration system. Look, America needs immigrants. America wants legal immigration to help us grow our economy. But we need a secure southwest border to protect our people.
All right, well, you ready to dig in?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Look at this.
It looks so pretty to
This is unbelievable.
We've got patriotic elephants.
Okay.
We've got jack-o'-lanterns with orange marmalade.
Look at
that.
And let me tell you, and then a great product in the 2nd Congressional District, Pettigene bacon and sausage. I know the governor likes patties. He told you guys he likes patties. So we brought patties, but I'm a bacon guy. And what can go wrong with bacon? And then we've got some very scary jack-o'-lanterns.
You have gone to town here. Is this every breakfast for you?
This is just, well, breakfast is my most important meal. I get up and I eat breakfast every day.
All right.
I love it.
Congressman French Hill, thank you so much.